This hand is rubbish. This is ridiculous. Alexander the Great would have never conquered anything if he'd had troops like this. In the words of the immortal bard, discretion is the better part of valor. I fold. These cards look like they were scraped off the surface of the Autobahn. I couldn't get so much as a pear in a can of fruit cocktail. I won't waste my time with such trivial material. I couldn't get a flush at a toilet manufacturing company. I fold. I couldn't get a full house at a performance of Les Miserables. I fold. Ah, the proletariat gets a break. I'm forced to fold. How proletarian. So this is what it feels like to live in a trailer park. I'm afraid I'll have to retire from this hand. It's time for this monk to return to the fold. You'll be relieved to know I'm folding. You'll have to finish this one without me. I couldn't bluff my way into the men's room with cards like these. These cards are poor, but I refuse to be. J'avais foldé. That's French for I fold. This bull's not getting slaughtered. I fold. Damn. This is like tripping on the last step to Shangri-La. You'll have to go on without me, I'm afraid. This reminds me of a male sexual condition from which I definitely do not suffer. I hope this won't carry over to my performance in the boudoir. Next time, I would love some Grey Poupon cards, because these don't cut the mustard. Well, this is unfortunate, especially since this unfortunes me. This is rather like my relationship with beautiful women. I can't have them all. I feel like a poor kid outside a candy store. Alas, I can't break into Fort Knox either. I really hate being left out of this will. I'm in the passing lane. I'll check. A real man doesn't skip, but he does pass. This traveler checks. We'll call this a cashier's check. I'll check for now. I choose to check. I'll forego this round. I'll watch for now. I'll pass. Peasants, here is a bet you won't soon forget. It's true, ladies. I am a master better. I'm taking my Rottweiler to the bet. I hope you won't whimper too loudly. I'm not bluffing. I'm winning. This is no bluff. It's a cliff. Most of you couldn't even lift a bet this large, much less place it. Run and hide, little people. Your money is mine. All this says the pot is all mine. Here are more chips. Chaps, run for the bomb shelters. You're about to get blown away. What I'm holding is so impressive, you would think it was part of my body. When you see my deposit, you'll want to withdraw. I'll raise the Jolly Roger, too. Let's find out who'll inherit the crown. Let's finish this final round of betting and get on with my next round of winning, shall we? I've paid the fee. Now let's examine the portfolio. I'd like to know if I've won this cakewalk. I bought my ticket. Now show me the bearded lady. Things haven't looked this promising since Balboa first spotted the Pacific Ocean. One small step for sterling, but a giant leap for mankind. Say, this looks like a bull market. Instead of expensive gifts, I got extensive gifts. Nevertheless, I'll put some money down. And a general hush falls over the table as the early promise of Sterling's cards sucks the confidence right out of his rivals. It's opening night at the opera, and I am ready to sing. I'll fire the first salvo. I'll begin the begin. Who'll stop me from starting? I've just opened a new 5-star restaurant. I may as well open this hand. I shall thump you soundly, mates. I almost feel pity for the rest of you. Almost. It's only a bet for me. But for you, it's a death knell. You have two options here. Retreat or taste defeat. Here's a major wager. If I can't have your admiration, I'll settle for your bankroll. This is almost like withdrawing money from someone else's account. I'll bet my condo in Colorado that I'm about to kick your aspen. I'll wager my villa in France that I'm about to kick your pants. The rich get richer, and the poor get trailers. Easy as this is for me, I would advise against trying it yourselves. Oh, very well. I'll toss the Hope Diamond into the pot. I'm prepared to close this account or double its amount. I'll bet the mint. Dealer, I'll go my limit. This is the grand finish, for those of us who still have a grand, of course. This is it, my puny friends. This is either my last bet tonight or my last bet, period. Dealer, gift wrap this game for me, will you? I'm ready to bring it home. No doggy bag for me, thank you. I'll finish this right now. All right? I'll stay in. I'll call. I feel a desire to acquire, so I've got to call before the risk gets higher. I'm in, mate. Let's compare notes, shall we? I'm in. I'll match that. Does this deal have sex appeal? You bet. I call. I've got to call before I can call it a day. What kind of goodies did Jeeves pack in my lunch pail? I'll see you. What's the weather forecast? Will I have wind in my sails? Let's see. What have we got? Ah, yes. I call. Who stays and who prays? I'm in. What's in the cards, oh mystic one? I'll Sierra. What's the balance in my account? I call. Show me what you owe me. You say tomato. I say tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. This reminds me of the Bay of Pigs. The question is, which of us has missiles in his silo? It's time to put an end to this charade and begin my parade. Let's find out whose kids got into Harvard and whose are bound for community college. Thank you very much. Thank you for banking with the First National Bank of You Lose. You never really had a chance. Ah, yes. My subjects will be most proud of me. That wasn't much of a showdown on your part. It was more of a meltdown. Showdown? Ha! I showed off, and you fell down. This proves I'm sterling, so you must be nickel. The least I can do is send flowers to your funeral. Eh? Oh, how I savor smiting my foes. It's true you're not as good as I am, but nobody is. Can I help it if money adores me? I'm not wearing a tux for no reason. It's where I tux my winnings. It's fortunate we're not allowed into the Olympics because I would take everybody's gold. Simplicity itself. You know, I believe I would like to try winning the next hand with both eyes closed. I do hope bowing to me has not stained your clothing. I can get money anytime. It's a challenge I'm looking for. You people do a wonderful impression of the Iraqi army. Did we forget to take our vitamins? What's the matter, babies? Did we fall down go boom? I feel like I'm playing with fictional characters. My goodness, I played that one awfully well, didn't I? I never tire of my own excellence. I've got a license to kill, and I just used it. Speaking of Goldfinger, my cards were so strong, they raised a fortune. I enjoy winning, of course, but would anyone like these meager winnings? I was hoping this little pot would grow up. The next thing you know, I'll be clipping coupons. That was almost a practice victory. Waitress, here's your tip. When he sees how much I've won, my CPA will need CPR. That's not just a pot. It's a cauldron. Now I can run for president. I think I'll buy Manhattan. That mountain of money is almost enough to make me yodel. I see this evening won't be as boring as I feared. All right, you've had your fun. It's all downhill from here, my friend. Touché. Now, prepare for some real swordplay. How sad. You've managed to get onto my bad side. I believe that money was meant for me, just as Hawaiian shirts and plastic sandals were meant for you. I think I'll ruin your family. That was not enjoyable. Oh, just think how many light beers you can buy now. You make Houdini look like a weenie. Lucky for you, there's no showdown. Oh, why bother? We might as well give a Rolex to a gerbil. Golly, that's a great deal of chewing tobacco, isn't it? We overestimated you, I see. Like you really had to work for that one. Nice hand. Oh, that explains it. A hamster could have won with those cards. All right, fine. I'm impressed. You have better numbers than Anna Nicole Smith. Now there's an instance in which I wouldn't have minded being you for a moment. I imagine this is a magical moment for you. Surely you know what they say. Small pot, small... You know, that should just about cover a new leisure suit. Eh, Larry? My lord, what a small pot. I must be at the wrong table. I expect this will make your mattress quite lumpy. Oh, the Home Shopping Network will be so happy. I hope you can count that high. It appears your lucky rat's foot is working. Bully for you. Welcome to a new tax bracket. The occasional loss breaks up the monotony. Phew. I felt like President Ford there for a moment. There's so much egg on my face, I could play Omelette, Prince of Denmark. I'm probably the only person who can make losing look good. Surprisingly ballsy, coming from you. Most improbable. I don't like to think of it as losing. I prefer to think of it as coming in second. I must have a cold or something. Luckily for me, I'm still obscenely wealthy. You must be an idiot savant. Now that was entirely inappropriate. I won't beat myself up over this. You, however, I might. It's a shame, really. I'd intended that money for charity. Well, I once lost my wisdom teeth, too. Good Lord, I must have been channeling the Buffalo Bills. Share? With you? I may be ill. What sort of half-assed game requires me to give half to an ass? Fine, we'll split. I'll take the round chips and you take all the square ones. At least I'll never see you at my country club. Half a gold brick is far better than no gold brick, I suppose. Now I believe in hell. Are you working for Interpol? That isn't luck. It's divine intervention. I thought my cards were excellent, but compared to yours, they're excrement. Aspirin, ha! I need morphine. Breathe a sigh of relief, my friend. You are almost killed with a pea shooter. Just like a grenade, this little thing almost blew up in your face. My little cards almost made your life a little hard. Now that was a lark, wasn't it? You can't win them all, and neither can I. I've already won, but I'll take one. Uno, maestro. Let's see if we can make my cup runneth over. My gallery's already full, but I'll look at another picture. One for me. I need to reload. Let's pretend that didn't happen. These cards are raw, and I want something well done. I can't do worse. The second time round, I wish I could replace my competition this easily. Don't you wish you could do this with your DNA? I'm afraid those first applicants weren't qualified. I'll overcome this setback. I'm sure those cards were meant for you, so I wanted to return them. I wish I could have done this with my family. Does Da Vinci's Last Supper need another apostle? Does Mount Rushmore need another face? I'm more than fine. I'm feeling divine. You can't get a hand this good outside a genetics lab. More? You must be joking. It's the overture for the oversure. Oh, you're being modest. Don't be shy. If you know what you're doing, then trouble is brewing. You're looking strong, but I hope I'm wrong. Ah, yes, it's the overture for the undersure. You must be confused. This isn't all you can eat. Well, there's one advantage to multiple personalities. Multiple hands. Go on, take 'em all. They're fat-free. Let's see if you're able to draw nothing twice. Nothing for you? I'd say that's overly polite. Are you on some sort of bizarre diet? So, you're content to stand there and chew your cud. Yes, standing necessarily precedes running away. Nothing for you? Let's hope the outcome is the same. I can only go low with these cards. I'm in for low. I'll go low, and no one had better follow me. Low for me. I'll sing basso profondo. I call. I was never a fan of division, whereas I love multiplication. A 50-50 split? Just don't forget my Visions 2020, or I'll have to go get my 30-30. Split the pot. Excellent. You take the pot itself, and I'll take the contents. I've got some golden garbage. My cards are so low, I bet I strike gold. I am positively high on my low. I'll invest gladly in these little wonders. It doesn't look good, and that's great. I took the depth and the height, so I'm king for a night. How does it feel to get hit with both barrels at once? Daddy Warbucks is a girly man. Does your family own the casino? Good Lord! The apocalypse must be near. I'm going higher than the national debt. I live in the high-rent district. I'm feeling high and mighty. I'll ride in on the high horse. This high roller is strictly high class. Time to lower the boom. I'm keeping a low profile. I'm sure you'll recognize this low blow. I've got the low hand, and you've got no hand. I'm not accustomed to going low, but I'll give it a try. I believe I'll go for both. I've got the cards to win high and low. You've heard of catching hell? Well, I just caught heaven. It isn't supposed to be this easy. Well, that oyster certainly produced a wonderful pearl. Now I'm excited. I've just landed gentry. Of course I'm well endowed. Was there ever any question? Speaking of MasterCard, that's even better than a credit card, because I can use it to spend all your money. Why does this table suddenly reek of fear? Who wouldn't want to be me? You're lucky, and that's no good. Lucky star. You're more like a lucky asteroid. Some people have all the luck, but none of the skill. Splendid catch. You've finally succeeded in arousing my envy. Wouldn't you raise some skyscrapers in my position? I like the lay of this land. I think I'll build on it. My stock's going up, and so is my bet. My star is on the rise, and so is my bet. My cards are so great, I believe I'll escalate. Those sexy cards will definitely get a rise out of me. I like what I see, so I'll hike the fee. It appears I need to raise my bet. I've got great prospects, wouldn't you say? Rockefeller would have groveled for these cards. I know something you don't know. Who's brave enough to call my bluff? What am I doing? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Plastic explosives look harmless, too. I realize this looks bad, but then so does caviar. Dealer, enlighten me with another card. I call. I know I'm asking the impossible, but, dealer, educate me. Let's turn on the X-ray and see what the deck has been hiding. I'll see you to see what card is next. I'm calling to see if this money's for me. I need more information. Dealer, I'll take what's behind door number 3. I'll stay in for one more. Let's bring this boy in from the dark. Toss this boy a rope and bring him out of the hole. All right, dealer. Lead us out of Plato's cave. Let's put an end to anticipation. Let's suspend the suspense. As I like to say at my French nudist camp, let's see what's up. Who's got troubles and who's got rubles? Lead me not into temptation, but instead into celebration. We've been waiting all night. Now what's the punchline? I'll take the good news first. Then I'll take the really good news. All right, the prom is almost over. Will I be getting to home plate or not? Broker, Will I see a return on all my investments? Let's see-o that trio. I don't mean to be flippant, but flip my flop. I hope it's a flop in name only. I'll see some threesome. Bring those Aussies out from down under. That was inevitable. I'd like to thank all of the little people who made this possible. Oh, and waiter, I'll take your best champagne. I'll be signing autographs in the lounge later. I feel like buying an NFL franchise. I wonder if Harrison Ford will be available to play me in the movie. I've got to leave before the media arrive. Even the federal government doesn't make money this well. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Till we meet again. Like the phoenix, I shall rise again. Oh well, I suppose I'll just stick to junk bonds for a while. I feel like I'm trapped in a work by Salvador Dali. This is utterly surreal. I think I'll buy this casino and have it demolished. I'm afraid I must go. I'm having brunch with the president tomorrow, and I need my rest. I'll have to sell off some stock before our next game. What a pleasant surprise. Hooray for you. Aren't you the lucky one? It's David and Goliath all over again. You must be an idiot savant. Without the savant, of course. I haven't been this shocked since my stun gun misfired. I'm contemplating whether or not to have my bodyguard beat you about the head and neck. You are set for life. That represents a great deal of macaroni and cheese. Fascinating. For a brief moment there, I actually envied you. If you can actually turn this into a living, I might invite you to some of my parties. Thanks for joining us. Do come again. It was a pleasure preying on you. Playing with you. I misspoke. I understand the Salvation Army has a wonderful soup kitchen downtown. So, it's back to the work release center, eh? It's an awful pity you have to go. What? Out of gas, Exxon? Talk about a fall from grace.
Lucky 3. I feel like living dangerously. I'll match. Finally, I was hoping to get the pot jump-started. I'll match the pot. And if I don't win, I'll be taking a match to this place. I won't be participating in this charade. I fold. My nanny didn't raise an imbecile. I fold. A free card is like caviar. I never turn it down. This free card will be my masterstroke to victory. I never turn down anything that's free. Half the pot. I guess I could use it to tip the valet. Half the pot? Ho-hum. I should be the 8th wonder of the world. A few more of those and I might actually become interested. Looks like my high hand gave me the upper hand, as usual. Meeting the Queen of England was pleasant. Meeting that queen was not. This just means I'll be winning your re-antes, too. Let's begin the festivities, shall we? Someone has to show you people how it's done. I'll open. I do believe I shall open and close this round. Re-ante and re-deal? Fascinating. All that time wasted. I could have been flossing my teeth. These cards are like my antique Ford Pinto. Good for nothing. Time to throw out the riffraff. I usually have my butler handle the trash. How uncouth to resort to sorting through others' waste products to make a decent showing. Here are some lovely cards. Try not to squander them. You're looking at the frontrunner of this poker marathon. I have a commanding tone to match my lead. I'm so far ahead of this group, I'm starting to get lonely. On the 3, I match the pot. On what card do I sit up and perform like a circus monkey? Are we going to play poker anytime soon? I don't mind matching the pot. I'm going to win it all back anyway. I shall bid this hand adieu. If you offer me this option again, I'll beat you about the head and neck. I saw a man in Monte Carlo lose his Porsche playing this game. I fold. Accumulation of cards is the key to winning this game. A 4? A free card? Fascinating. Half this pot won't even pay for one of my suits. I don't even get off my sofa for this kind of money. Half the pot?
A round of domestic champagne for my friends. I am a poker prodigy. I won the entire pot again? Fascinating. Ouch. I suppose we'll have to give it another go. I'd like to use my king of clubs on that queen of spades. This is about as exciting as signing my tax returns. Let's play for real now. In order to walk through the door to riches, you have to open it. So I will. I'll open. Try to keep up with me, and if you have any questions, raise your hand. No openers? I suppose it will be up to me to kickstart this game. Well now, how much fun was that? Wake me up when we're going to play for real. Some of these are quite shoddy. It will be a pleasure to discard them. Pass the trash. Next, I'll be eating cheese doodles and liking it. Try not to fritter away these poker nuggets. I regard several of these cards as low class and choose not to associate with them. Even my trash is known for containing gems. Good luck with these. This reminds me of something my father used to say. He'd say, try to get as much money as you can. I must remember to use my powers for good, not evil.